So, if it comes to here, what do all the bases have in common if you'll observe? When a base is dissolved in water, it will form water. It will form OH minus ions. So now, just now I have been explained how the valency of OH minus or polyatomic ion is -1 or minus. So like this is used to come. Now, if we'll say a base is a substance which from this I can form another definition of base. Can you able to say what is that? A base is a substance which is dissolved in water. What it will form, Ra? When it is dissolved in water, what it will form? It will
Alkali.
hydroxide ion.
Hydroxide ion.
What it is called as new definition. Again, from that I can write. Right. A base is a substance. A base is a substance. A base is a substance which dissolves in water, to produce water.
OH minus ions.
Hydroxide ions, which is indicating OH minus in solution. That is what we should call that. Are you clear? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
That is, please. So now, example, let us take examples. First example, can you able to say, just now I have taught you water soluble bases. First example is what?
NaOH.
NaOH, because NaOH is the most famous base. Please remember that. So what is the state, Ra? What is the state?
Aqueous.
Solid state. When it is dissolved only, understand? Basically, it is solid state. Is it okay, Padmasini? That is what you have to remember. So this is called as base, or we can call it as what? Also we can call it as alkali. Understand? So it will form. What is the ions? Sodium plus when it is an aqueous state plus OH minus when aqueous state. So this is called as what? Sodium ions. This is called as what? Anybody? Hydroxide ions. What we should call? Hydroxide ions. That is what you have to remember. Next. So if you'll observe here, the sodium hydroxide shows the which nature of basic behavior due to the presence of hydroxide ions in it. So same way, second example. Anybody? Second example. KOH, potassium hydroxide, which is also present in solid state, but if it is dissolved in water, you speak. Why I should speak everything? K plus OH minus. That's all. Correct? Same way. Any other example? You can write so many. Magnesium hydroxide. Please tell me. Magnesium. Mg2 plus.
Mg plus 2.
Mg2 plus aqueous state plus 2OH minus. Balancing. You understanding? 2OH minus aqueous state. Same way it will take. Calcium hydroxide. Please tell me. Ca2 plus 2OH minus. That's all. Is it any doubt? Anybody? So from this I can say what is the common. So forget about the remaining thing. So now all these water soluble bases, what is the common property of this one? Anybody say?
Hydroxide ion.
Hydroxide ion, sir.
Is all the bases means the sense of whenever I'm saying base, what is it indicating? I'm talking about what here?
Alkali.
Alkali.
What you have to remember. Whenever I will speak in this chapter, base, you have to remember, mind should say that I am talking about what? Alkalis. Okay? Alkali is, they have, all they produce what? Common property. All produce what they will produce, Ra? all produce hydroxide ions.
Hydroxide ions.
Yeah, that's also remember. So, what is the common examples of alkalis? Sodium hydroxide,
NaOH,
magnesium
MgOH twice.
hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide is also there. That also you forgot it. Write that equation. Ammonium hydroxide, NH4OH, which will dissolve in water. What will happen? We used to get two polyatomic ions, NH4 plus 1 plus OH minus 1. You understanding all of you? Ammonium ions plus OH minus ions. So this is all about bases. Now this bases also you may can see whatever they dissolve in water we should call it as base. Now if these bases are also like acids, acids are classifying into two categories. What is that? Strong acids and weak acids.
And weak acids.
Now bases also classifying into two types. Whenever I am talking bases, bases in the sense of what? Bases means what I am talking about. I am talking about now alkalis. Do you understanding all of it? That is what you have to remember. So alkalis I am talking. Now like acids, strong acids and weak acids. Same way bases also how many ra? How many? Two. One is strong base. Strong bases and the second one is weak base. Weak bases. Now, Ashika will say, forgot about the base. Strong acid and weak acid. What is the difference between them? Ashika and Jesse. You both you tell. Humaira also. Humaira, are you there in meeting? Humaira?
Yes.
Tell me, what do you understand by strong acid and strong base? Sorry, strong weak acid. Strong acid and weak acid. I want to know. Strong acid is
Strong acids are neutralized by adding water.
strong acids will produce more amount of H plus ions. Correct or not?
When ionized in water.
Yes.
When ionized in
Weak acids will produce
less hydrogen ions.
More H plus ions, here less H plus ions. This is what we are studying based upon the ionization capacity. When the substance, when it is dissolved in water, if it produces more H plus ions, then we should call it as strong acid. When it produces less H plus ions, we should call it as weak acids. But the percentage of H plus ions will decreases. How? Anybody? H plus ions decreases. How? By mixing more amount of water.
More amount of water. By making it more dilute.
More water means more diluting the acid. So the percentage of H plus ions decreases. Is it correct or not? That is what you have to study in the last class. Now, based upon here, acid means H plus ion. So that we are categorizing more H plus ions strong acid, less H plus ions weak acid. Now, bases means I can say OH minus ions. Can you able to say based upon this what is the strong bases and weak bases?
Sir, when ionized, when dissolved in water, it produces more OH ions in strong acids.
No OH ions in strong acids. What are you talking? Padmarsini?
Your bases, sir. Bases, sir.
Bases.
Acids.
Not. Is it no OH ions or completely ionizes into OH?
Yes, sir. Completely ionizes in water, sir.
Humaira will
Dissociates with the water.
Humaira, you answer. Strong bases I want. Humaira, what kind of definition are you going to give? Jesse, strong bases I want. Most important. Akhil Arfat, what do you mean by strong bases? Nitinath, you can answer. Like a same like strong acid. A base is a base which completely ionizes or dissociates. Please remember, ionizes in water. Ionizes in water and thus produces water. What it will produce? It will produce H plus ions or OH minus ions. Produces a large amount of, that is what I want. Large amount of, which ions are Kevin? Pranav. Large amount.
OH minus.
Hydroxide ions. hydroxide ions, OH minus, is called, what is it called, Ra? Is called strong bases. Arun Karthikeyan or Karthikeyan, both. Any example of strong bases? Please. I told you the most famous base is
NaOH.
sodium hydroxide. Please all of you remember. The most strong base is sodium hydroxide. So formula, what is the sodium hydroxide formula?
NaOH.
Same way. Potassium hydroxide.
Potassium hydroxide.
Potassium hydroxide. Akshaya and Anusri, you also answer. What is
Calcium hydroxide.
AOH.
Sir, magnesium hydroxide.
Calcium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, and etc. They are not strong acids, they are weak acids. Do you understand? Sorry, weak bases, not acids. Sodium hydroxide,
Weak bases.
sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, only we can call strong acid. Strong alkalis, or we can call them as strong bases, because these only completely ionizes on dissolving in water, and they will produce large amount of what they will produce.
OH ions.
OH ions, large amount of OH ions. That is why we can say these are strong alkalis or strong bases. Now, let us go for opposite to this. What we should call weak bases. Remaining thing, weak bases. So, what is the opposite to that weak base? Anybody? Dilip and Dina?
A base which
tell me, Padmasini. A base.
Produces less
Base which is
hydroxide ions and dissolved in water.
important, which is not completely. So what is the word we have to use?
partially ionized.
Partially.
Partially ionized in water.
Partially ionized in
Producing less hydrogen ions. OH ions.
You right. Water, you right. And you write your own definition. And thus produces a small amount
of hydroxide.
Small amount of hydroxide. Whenever I am talking about base, so means the sense of I am talking about what?
Alkali.
Alkalis. That is because only water soluble bases are very few, and with that only most of the chemical reactions will take place. That is why. Okay. It's called a weak base. A weak base, or we can call, what is another weak base called as? Weak alkali. That is what you have to remember. Now, examples, if we'll take all the remaining thing. What is that other thing, Karthikeyan?
Ammonium hydroxide.
Ammonium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, and calcium hydroxide. That's all. Any doubt in this? Anybody, please ask me. Clear?
Sir, ammonia itself weak base, no, sir?
What, Jesse?
Ammonia itself is a base.
Actually, Jesse, the only non-metal polyatomic ion which is having positive charge is this one. Except this one, no non-metallic ion will form like these compounds. Do you understand? Suppose Y, sir, means you see, nitrogen is -3, always fixed. But hydrogen is what? Always positive. Do you understanding? So means it is having both plus or minus. So here if it is negative means definitely it is positive. So that is why actually ammonia, special case only, ammonia is NH3. This is what? No, we have not write any charge because both are balanced. Ammonia is -3 and hydrogen is +3 because 3 hydrogens are there. So that balancing is N3, H3, H33. So 3 will get cancelled. NH3 will come. This is ammonia. This is ammonium, NH4. Actually, one special case, nitrogen will gain one more hydrogen. That is why this is called as +4. So if you called as ammonium hydroxide, -3 plus 4, which is equals to how much? Which is equals to how much? +1. That is why it is a special case we can call. The only non-metallic positive polyatomic ion is ammonia. Please remember that. Will you remember? Ammonium. Clear, Amma? This is called as ammonium. NiUm will come. Please note it down. Ammonium. Ammonium. This is called as ammonia. NiA, NiUm. Difference between them. Okay, Jesse? Ammonium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. Any doubt, anybody? Yes? Please tell me. Any doubt? Do you understand? This is all about the strong bases and weak bases. So examples is most important. So examples of weak bases is sodium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, and calcium hydroxide. Can you remember all of you? Dina, Dilipan, Nitesh? Now, if you'll understand this, then we will enter into the main concept of bases. That is what we should call as properties of bases. What we should call?
Properties of bases.
Properties of bases. Now, what is the first property, Varshini Benchi?
It is bitter in taste.
First, they are
taste
bitter in taste.
and slippery in touch.
Bases have bitter.
Bitter taste and slippery in nature. Slippery in touch.
Second property, slippery to soapy to touch. Soapy to
Soapy to touch.
Slippery.
Sorry. Bases soapy, SOOPY, soapy, soapy to touch. Soapy to touch is what? Slippery in nature.
Slippery to touch.
That is next. For example, if you want, please write it.
Red litmus into blue, sir.
And suppose see, particularly girls, how I can say, girls, if we are finding very difficult to wear the bangles, our mother or somebody, they will apply the soap solution to our hand so that the bangles can easily will go into our hand. Have you noticed it, girls?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Soap solution is a what? Base. Do you understand? Which makes the surface very soapy, means very slippery. That is the reason. So now you can see, for example, if we'll rub a drop of sodium hydroxide solution between our two fingers, understanding? So if I'll take my something sodium hydroxide solution, not concentrated raw, concentrated very dangerous. Understand that? All of you? Basic NaOH solution, NaOH between tips of our fingers. Tips of our fingers, then they will soon begin to feel soapy or slippery as we have applied soap to them. That is what you have to remember. Do you understand, all of you? So, if we apply this drop of sodium hydroxide solution between the tips of our fingers, you will feel that they are very slippery to touch, and also if you have applied soap to them, then they also feel slippery to them because they are slippery in nature, or we can say what? They are soapy to touch. That is what you have to remember. NaOH between tips of our fingers, they will become what? They will soon begins to feel soapy. That is what you have to understand. Next, third property. What is that? What is the third property? What is the third property? Is bases turns water. Bases turn
Red litmus blue.
Red litmus blue.
Red litmus to blue color. That is the third property. Now, fourth property. Is it bases are good conductors of electricity or bad conductors of electricity?
Good conductors.
Huh? So like acid, same thing. Bases also.
Good conductors, sir.
Pure state, they won't conduct electricity when they are in solution. Solution in the sense of what? Aqueous state. Understanding? Aqueous state, they are very good electrolytes. Same way like acids, bases conduct electricity in solution. Do you understanding all of you, Kevin? Nitesh? Bases also, basically they are not good conductors of electricity when they are in original state. When they dissolve in water, means in the form of solution, bases conduct what? Electricity. Do you understand it? That is what we have to understand. Electricity. Yeah, in solution, alkalis, very good. In solution. So means the sense of what? They are also we can call it as what? They are also we can call it as electrolytes. Electrolytes. So a base is conduct electricity. When a base is dissolved in water. That is what you have to remember. Base, when a base dissolved in water. Dissolved in water, then only they will conduct electricity. Do you understand it? Because when they dissolve in water, it will start splitting into what? Individual ions, positive ions and negative ions. You understand it? It will start splitting into ions, positive ions and negative ions. So positive ions and negative ions are there, so that it will conduct the electricity. Do you understand it? So that is why we can say the solutions of bases means in the sense of all the alkalis are what? Good conductors. Good conductors of electricity. So that is why we can say alkalis are soluble bases, good conductors of electricity. Is it clear? Any doubt? Clear? That is. Now, coming to the last property of today's class, later we'll continue here. Bases react with some metals, not all the metals, only some metals to form hydrogen gas. Do you understand it? What is that? Bases react with some metals, not all the metals, some metals to form what? To form hydrogen gas. That is what you have to remember. Hydrogen gas. Now, for example, if we'll take sodium hydroxide, what we should call it? Anybody? Sodium hydroxide is called as what? Base. Correct?
No.
Base will react with the zinc. It will form, it will start heating. A base plus zinc, it will start heating. It is used to form sodium zincate. What is the formula? Sodium zincate. Do you understand it? Sorry, I will write it down. Na2 zincate, ZnO2. This is the formula. Sodium zincate. What is the formula name called as? Sodium zincate. Please, all of you remember. So zincate. This is only we should call it as salt. So salt plus what it is forming another substance. Salt plus water illa hydrogen gas. What is that? Hydrogen. That is what you have to remember. So here sodium plus 1 and zincate is polyatomic ion. It is -2. So if we'll do cross multiplication, what will come? Sodium Na2. Do you understand? That is what you have to remember. Is it okay, all of you?
With some metals, it will produce metal salt plus hydrogen.
Not all the metals, only some metals. Okay, Kevin? Understand, Kevin?
Will it confirmly produce salt?
Yeah, that is what Jesse. That is what you have to remember. Not with all the things. Not with all the things. Okay? Do you understand, Jesse? Suppose, for example, you see.
Even with the some metals, only if, with some metals, base will react.
They will form.
In that, every case will solve.
Hydrogen. Very good. That's all. Sodium zincate. Okay, ma?
Sir, in this reaction, there is no reaction takes place, no, sir, because how, sir, zinc react sodium?
Zinc is not reacting sodium. Have you remembered here? Sodium hydroxide is reacting with the zinc and it is forming a single compound. Here, zinc is not forming separate compound. Have you noticed it? Jesse, Varsini? I am not writing zinc hydroxide or something because zinc is also combining with the sodium. Do you understand? That is what we are heating, strongly heating, so that zinc is also reacting with, understand, sodium hydroxide is reacting with the zinc and it is forming sodium zincate plus hydrogen gas is coming separate. Do you understand? Okay, all of you. So this is what. So now further more examples for
Sir,
this.
or else we can take it as sodium is more reactive in nature, no sir? So it cannot displace.
That is why even compound also I am taking first it itself sodium. Actually, zincate is a one polyatomic ion. Do you understand, Varshini? Zincate is a one polyatomic ion. Do you understand? That is what it will get. That's all. Nothing is there. Okay. So now, even further more examples and all, I will say in the next class. So this I will stop the today's class. Thank you all of you. Bye.